Welcome back to True Talk with Dee Dee. I am now offering prayers and encouragement sessions. Click on the link in the description box for more details. Now back to the video. Hi, hello, welcome back to True Talk with Dee Dee. It's your girl Dee Dee. Guys, today, as you all know, our first episode for True Talk, our first episode for Official Unfiltered Women has launched today. Now, it has not uploaded, not as of yet, but it is taking its time because there's a lot to do. But the good news is we did record today and we did our first official episode. So don't be in the comments talking about, well, what was the episode about? Go look, go watch, and I will let you guys know when it is uploaded. Actually, let me see. I want to say give it to about just go look at it tomorrow because I feel like once it upload, I still got to do a whole lot, maybe a little bit editing. I'm not gonna say a whole lot, but I want you guys to go watch that. I want you guys to be in tune. Remember, I told you in order to be in tune, you gotta stay in tune, right? So, hi, hello, welcome back to True Talk with Dee Dee. It's your girl Dee Dee. Guys, today, as you all know, our first episode for True Talk, our first episode for Official Unfiltered Women has launched today. Now, it has not uploaded, not as of yet, but it is taking its time because there's a lot to do. But the good news is we did record today and we did our first official episode. So don't be in the comments talking about, well, what was the episode about? Go look, go watch, and I will let you guys know when it is uploaded. Actually, let me see. I want to say give it to about just go look at it tomorrow because I feel like once it upload, I still got to do a whole lot, maybe a little bit editing. I'm not gonna say a whole lot, but I want you guys to go watch that. I want you guys to be in tune. Remember, I told you in order to be in tune, you got to stay in tune, right? So I don't want to hold you too much on that, but I did want to let you guys know that we finally launched the first episode. I'm so excited. What I'm going to try to do though, because I want to be transparent with my audience, okay? What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try, I know I told you guys that I was going to upload like twice a week or whatever, or no, I said twice a month. So what I'm going to try to do instead of doing twice a month, I'm going to try to see if it's possible if we can upload like maybe 3 times a month. Let's just see where this goes because I do know we're trying to do something on September 6th and we also trying to do something on September 13th. So don't hold me to it. Just know that we're doing all we can. You know how I am. I'm going to update you. I'm going to alert you. Okay. I also want to say happy Labor Day weekend to everyone because I don't want to forget that. I am recording in real time right now on Saturday. I don't know when you'll see this video. Hopefully you'll see this video Saturday, today. Hopefully you'll see it today or you'll see it first thing Sunday morning. I'm just not sure. There's a lot that's on my plate, but I am trying to get you guys to be able to, be entertained so you know what's going on and things like that, and also deliver the heartfelt messages and messages God has sent me to give you guys. So today is a message, right? Today is stop asking for blessings when you are still living in bondage. Basically, what that means is you're asking God to bless you when you have not done the things He's asked you to do, and you're still living in the sin that you're living in. It doesn't mean that God is still not a blessing God, that He is not going to keep His promise and He ain't going to bless you. It's just that you're asking for something in such a rough season for yourself. So let me break it down. When you are living in bondage, that can mean anything. That can mean you're still living with addictions. It could mean that you're still living in a situation where God is trying to release you from. Maybe it's a relationship, or maybe it's a marriage and God is still trying to get you out of. Maybe it's abusive or toxic situation you're in, or it's abusive, toxic addiction. Whatever it is, it's bondage. You're living in it, and yet you're asking God to still bless you. Do you know when you ask God to bless your life while you're still not doing what you're supposed to do, it is almost asking God to bless your mess. I'm going to say it again. When you was asking God to bless you, although you're living in the bondage, is asking God to bless you while you're living in the mess. So it's like, Lord, bless my relationship. But God is telling you that ain't the right relationship. And then you're like, Lord, bless my home. But God is telling you that you have a lot of stuff in the house that needs to be prayed over, you need to be delivered from, and you need a clean house. But instead, you're asking God to bless you on top of the mess. God ain't gonna do it. It is, I can't, the thing is, I can say stop asking for the blessing, but God ain't gonna do it. So you may be sitting in your season trying to figure out how come I keep praying, how come I keep fasting, how come I keep believing and I keep trusting God, but I don't see nothing happening for me. Have you ever took a look around and say, Lord, what is it that I'm doing wrong? What bondage am I living in? What sin am I living in? What is causing my blessings not to come through? Is am I blocking my own blessings? These are true questions, right? So truthfully, you have to ask yourself, is it something that you're doing to cause these blessings to either be on hold, to either be blocked, or to cause God not to even hear you at all? And this is true. I know based on some experience, I would say, what year was it? I want to say 2020, maybe 2020. I was living in real bondage. And I was living in sin. And I was not doing the things God asked me to do. I wasn't elevating at the pace I should be elevated at. I wasn't giving God messages the way I was supposed to. I wasn't reaching his people. I mean, I wasn't reaching myself. And it wasn't that I was on drugs or I was addicted or I was strung out. It's I was in the wrong relationships. And I was just sitting in these relationships thinking it was okay. And I was wondering, how come every time I'm praying and I'm talking to God and I'm pleading with him and I'm on my knees, he's not listening to me. And it's because I wasn't listening to him. God was trying to break me free from that bondage so that I will get the blessings that I deserve. And until now, okay, today, I had to realize that, you know, Didi, you're never going to get blessed unless you really release this stuff that you got going on. So I had to realize that that's what took so long for my blessings. Today I learned that. This is what took so long for your blessings. When you were asking God back then in 2020, it was taking you forever. You didn't understand it. Well, you had to get released from all the toxic stuff in order to get blessed now. So I'm here to tell you, when he released that stuff from me, when I allowed the release, I accepted the release and I walked away from the things that he told me no longer serve me. I promise you that's when I started seeing my blessings. So you got to walk away from things that no longer serve you. You got to understand that God cannot bless you in the mess that you're in, and he doesn't bless mess. Okay? So I just want to make sure that you guys understood that. I wanted to give that encouragement to someone out there because I know there's a lot of people out there right now who are going through a lot in their home, who are going through a lot with their husband, maybe their kids, maybe their boyfriend, baby daddies, whoever. I know somebody out there going through a whole lot right now, and I know you are looking at me like, I am living in bondage. Sometimes I know it's sin. And Didi, I don't mean to keep sinning like that. I want to do better. And yes, I do be asking God to bless me. But I'm going to tell you something. What you can do is ask God to release that bondage. You tell God, I don't want to hold up no more blessings for myself. I don't want to hold up no more blessings coming to my family, no more blessings that my kids deserve, no more blessings that my husband deserve, no more blessings that my household deserve, my mother, my father, aunt, uncle, sister, brother, or cousin. You want to tell God, I don't want to hold nobody else's stuff up. Okay? I don't want to hold my household accountable. I don't want my family held accountable for my indiscretions and my stuff that I know I could do better. So you pray and ask God to release the bondage. And then you ask God to help you. Even when he released things and you ask him to release it, you got to understand something. Sometimes we can say, Lord, yeah, take this relationship away from me. Yes, Lord, get me out of this home. Yes, Lord, get me out of this toxic situation. We can ask for those things, but when he released them, sometimes we ain't even ready. Even though we the ones ask. Because after he take it, you sitting there like, well, did I do the wrong thing? Of course not. And when he's releasing you from these toxic things because they worst bondages, you got to understand when he release you, of course it's going to hurt, babies. It's not going to be an easy release. If it was an easy release for God to just release you and you're good, then this would have been something you didn't have to pray about. You would have been able to just do on your own. So no, even though these may not be easy release, if you don't want to keep blocking your blessings, whether they're easy or not, you ask God to remove them. So instead of asking God to bless you, Lord, I'm asking you to remove these things so that you can bless me properly. So when you start asking God for the right way, God can move in the right way. If I ask God, release me from these people, release me from these toxic behaviors, release me from these toxic relationships, release me from this toxic home, house, whatever you live in, I'm serious. You have to ask for those releases and ask God help you to accept those releases, and then your journey for once you didn't release all the stuff, his journey of blessings can then bestow upon you. Because then and only then you will be blessed in the right magnitude. You will understand the blessing. You will accept the blessing. You will appreciate the blessing. And you will start receiving the blessing. Okay? So don't be afraid to ask God to release what doesn't no longer serve you. Okay? Um, I know that sometimes in our life we get comfortable with people. Okay, we may be getting comfortable with friendships that's easy access. I mean, they come over here all the time. They're the only ones talk to me, Dee Dee, and they're the only ones I feel connected with. But you know, deep down, they're not right for you. Same thing with a relationship. You know that he either put his hands on you. Come on now, let's talk about it. Or you know that he's toxic in his wording. He's always fussing and cussing. He's always bringing the house down. But you got comfortable because he supplies other stuff, and y'all know what I'm talking about. But you got to get to a point that you say, I'm tired of living this way. I know there's more for me. I know that God has more to do in my life and more for my life. And you don't want your kids, your family, anybody to look at you like she's never going to get it together or he's never going to get it together. You have to understand that God do have something with your name on it. But in order for you to get what God has with your name on it, you got to let these other things go with your name not on it. Okay? So you got to untie your name from something that God never put your name on so that he can place in your life the things that your name is on. You understand what I'm saying? He has something with your name on it that he placed there. And in order to give you that, you have to release all this that does not serve you. Okay, so babies, I don't want to hold you. I told you my messages are going to start being crystal clear, and I just want to make sure that you guys are aware and understand that right now the podcast, the episode just launched, and again, I keep saying launch is not uploaded, but it has been recorded. And I just want to let you guys know, if you have not already went over to official Unfiltered Woman podcast, please go and do so and subscribe. Tell you guys, tell them that you're happy to be there. You know, you can leave a reply on the community post. The girls will get it, or you can leave a reply on one of the comment sections, because we do have a video up there, which was our official launch date video, which is our introduction. Go up there and let them know who you are. Let them know that, yes, I'm coming from True Talk with Dee Dee channel. I just wanted to say congratulations to you ladies. Let them know how you feel, you know, what you expect to hear. Give us some suggestions. Drop something in the comment section, y'all. We are here, and we are here to love on you babies, and we're here to hear everything you got to tell us. We're here for advice, concerns, suggestions, and opinions. It's all in there, right? So don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with someone that can be going through something like this, where they don't know how to release bondage, where they're staying in something toxic, when they're not listening to what God is telling them, and they're asking for blessings on top of mess. Please share this with someone you know that is struggling with that situation. Also, guys, and again, in order to stay in tune, you got to be what? In tune. Remember to smile on purpose. Have a beautiful, restful. Have a beautiful rest of your week. And I hope you guys have a blessed Labor Day weekend and continue to stay blessed and stay safe. I love you so, so much. Okay? And I will see you till next time. Bye.